What's up, YouTubers? This is Mr. Monkey Swag, and what you see in front of you right here is everything that I've picked up so far between November and December. As you can see, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of stuff. It's just 3 ounces of slabbed silver, as well as a single 1/10 ounce gold piece. So, yeah. Let's start with the more boring, less interesting stuff first. So, yeah. Here's the 2017 Australian Kookaburra. So, it's nothing new. I'm sure everybody has seen this coin. Yeah, everybody has seen this coin before. So yeah, it's a pretty nice design. I like the 2016 better, but the 2017 is nice as well. So I like how the 2016 and the 2017 really are really different from the other Kookaburras. Even though the Kookaburras have an annually changing design, there isn't really much change. I mean, for many years, the Perf Mint just released a Kookaburra perched on a tree branch like every year. So technically, the designs don't really change. It's just done by a different artist every year, but it's still just a Kookaburra on a tree branch. So not much change. But 2016 and 2017 really are distinguished from the other Kookaburras, so there is actual change. Last year, you see the Kookaburra, like 2016, you see the Kookaburra with a barbed wire. Now you see the Kookaburra on a fence. So, I like how 2016, 2017, these past 2 years of the Kookaburra, the Perf Mint has been more creative. I really like the details on the nails on the fence on the 2017. So yeah. Alright. So I got that from Modern Coin Mart. And I got this from my LCS from my local coin shop. I got the wedge tail from the local coin shop. The Kookaburra was from Modern Coin Mart. But yeah, I'm really surprised that I found this at my local coin shop. So I bought this from the local coin shop near my community college that I always frequent to. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to have a local coin shop just down the street from my community college. So yeah, this is what I bought from them. I'm really surprised they had this in their inventory. Because I mean, this coin was released in 2016, which is a few months ago. Yet my coin shop already has this, so people are already selling this coin to coin shops. So I mean, I thought this, since this is a new coin, I thought it's going to be in somebody's collection for a while before somebody thinks of selling a coin like this. But yeah, I'm surprised that my local coin shop got a 2016 coin in stock. But yeah, that's just me blabbering. But yeah, 2016 Wedgetail Eagle. Yeah, a lot of people don't like this design, especially compared to the 2014 2015 design, which had a soaring eagle. A lot of people find the 2016 Wedgetail to be a pretty boring design. Plus, they think it's pretty lacking because there's so many, empty spaces on the design. But actually, I like the 2016 Wedgetail. I mean, I still like the 2014, 2015 design better, but the 2016 is not a bad design. Because, the 2015, 2014 Wedgetail, the older design, shows the eagle soaring and in the air, and because of that, you can't really get up close to the eagle. Like, you can't really see the details up close. But since the eagle's perched on here, there's a bigger portrait, so you can see the eagle in closer profile. So yeah, you can see the eagle up close. So that's the one thing the 2016 design had over the older Wedgetail design. I also have a 2015 Wedgetail in my design. I mean, in my collection. I also have the 2015 Wedgetail in my collection. The one that where the eagle's flying. So I have both designs of the Wedgetail. I have the perched one right here, and I have the flying soaring Wedgetail from 2015. So yeah, I have both of the designs in my collection. So yeah, and here's the usual suspect, the lizard woman. Okay, so that's the less interesting stuff. Let's get to the interesting stuff. So yeah, you know, as we all know, Salvate Metal first reported about this coin, the Dragon Phoenix. And when I saw it on his video, I knew I had to get myself one. This is one coin I had to get before the end of the year. So yeah, Salivate Metal and some other people who got this coin early, I think they bought it directly from the Perf Mint because at that time there was no North American distributor for the Dragon Phoenix coins. But I think shortly after Thanksgiving, I think in late November, Modern Coin Mart started having these slabbed um, Dragon Phoenix coins on pre-sale. So Modern Coin Mart is later confirmed as the North American distributor of these coins. So yeah, Modern Coin Mart first started having these on pre-order in late November after Thanksgiving. And once I saw it on their website, I on pre-order, I pre-ordered this coin without any hesitation. I pre-ordered it in a heartbeat because I know this is one coin I had to have. So yeah, I pre-ordered this in on late November. I had to wait a while for this coin to get shipped to me because since Modern Coin Mart just got the raw coins in November, they had to send some coins to NGC to get graded. So I had to wait for a while, and this coin came to my door. I think around the second week of December. So yeah, I got this in on the second week of December. So that would make me one of the first people to own a slabbed Dragon Phoenix because I pre-ordered these when they first came out in November on Modern Coin Mart. I was one of the first people to pre-order these. So yeah, I came to my door on the second week of December. So yeah, I really like the history behind this design. So the dragon and the phoenix. In Asian cultures, the dragon and the phoenix are symbols of royalty. The dragon represents the king or the emperor. That's because the dragon is an exclusively male creature. So yeah, the dragon represents the king and the emperor. In Western cultures, like during medieval times, dragons are portrayed as fire-breathing lizards, while in Asia it's different. The dragon is actually associated with water. They were worshipped by people as water deities. That's because dragons have control over the rain. And people pray to the dragon because you need rain to grow crops. So yeah, dragon is regarded as a water deity in Asian cultures back then. Asian dragons also can shapeshift. Like They can grow to be as big as a mountain or as small as a worm. So dragons can shapeshift their size. They can alter their size. Dragons, I think, can also generate earthquakes. So you better not piss them off. And what else can they do? Oh yeah, they're also messenger to the gods. So yeah, the dragon represents the king and the emperor. So obviously, the phoenix represents queens and empresses because phoenixes are regarded as exclusively female. Um. So yeah, the phoenix is associated with the sun. The phoenix is associated with benevolence and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know if the Asian phoenix can regenerate like the Western phoenix, but I mean this is what I know of the Asian phoenix. So in China, I believe the phoenix is referred to as Fen Huang. Feng Huang is what they call the phoenix in China, while in Japan, the phoenix is referred to as Ho-Oh. So yeah, this is a really nice coin. It's probably my favorite bullion coin release in 2016, 2017. Yeah, it's probably my favorite coin, my favorite bullion coin release so far this year. Um, and it also has a limited mintage. They only made 50,000 of these. So these coins kind of remind me of the 2014 Wedge Tails and the Australian Stock Horse coins, which were also produced by Perf Mint because of the 50,000 mintage. As we all know, the Dragon Phoenix were primarily marketed for the Asian market. Considering that considering that the Perf Mint released these in November, and Chinese New Year is in January, around that time, I think. I assume that the Perf Mint struck these for the Asian market as Chinese New Year gifts. Because, you know, in Chinese New Year, you see a lot of motifs of the dragon and the phoenix. So, I believe these were meant to be Chinese New Year gifts for the Asian market. But here's the thing is, I find it very strange that the Dragon Phoenix were not produced as gold coins. Because, you know, since these were meant for the Asian market as Chinese New Year gifts, it would make sense to make a 24 karat gold Dragon Phoenix. Because, you know, in Asian countries, gold is more popular than silver, especially 24 karat gold. 9999 gold. So yeah, it's really strange that they did not make a gold version of these. This coin would look really nice as a gold coin. And yeah, it'll probably be more marketable for the Asian market if it was gold. But yeah. But I mean, if you want a gold plated version, I guess you can send this coin to Pit Bullion, and maybe Pit Bullion can gold plate it if you want a gold version. But yeah, really nice coin. Now let's get to the most interesting piece. It is a Lunar Series. It is from the Singapore Lunar Series. It's a 1/10 ounce gold medallion. Keep in mind I said medallion, not coin. The reason why this is not a coin but a medallion is because this medallion doesn't have a legal tender denomination. So it's from the Lunar Series from Singapore. So as we all know, the Perf Mint started their Lunar Series in 1996. This Singapore Lunar medallion is dated 1988, which predates the Perf Mint Lunar Series by quite a few years, because Perf Mint started their Lunar Series in 1996. Singapore had a Lunar Series during the 1980s. And the interesting thing about the Singapore Lunar series is that they're medallions, not coins. They don't produce lunar coins, they produce lunar medallions, which I find interesting. I really can't get a close up to this. Yes, that's probably the highest resolution I can have of this medallion. So it's 1/10 of an ounce of 999 24 karat gold. You see a majestic dragon. So this is the lunar year of the dragon medallion. Keep in mind, it's a medallion. Here's the reverse. So as I said, it doesn't have a legal tender denomination, so it wouldn't be considered a coin. But it does, even though it doesn't have a legal tender denomination, it does have a denomination. It's denominated as 10 sin gold if you make out the inscriptions. 10 sin gold is the denomination. But as we all know, Singapore's currency is not sin gold. Singapore's currency is the Singapore dollar. So because even though this medallion has a denomination, it's not a coin because the denomination is not legal tender. It's not denominated in Singapore dollars. It's denominated as denominated as sin gold, which is not legal tender. So, but yeah, it's still produced by the Singapore government mint. So this Singapore medallion kind of reminds me of the Libertads in this way. As we all know, Libertads don't have a legal tender denomination. The Libertads are not denominated in pesos. Instead, they're denominated as 1 onza. And 1 onza is probably means 1 ounce. So, technically, Libertads are not coins. Libertads are medallions, just like the Singapore piece you see right here. Basically, government mints produce medallions, while private mints produce rounds. So that's how I think of it. So if a government produced piece lacks a denomination, it's a medallion. If it lacks legal tender denomination, yet it's produced by a government mint, it's a medallion. Rounds are produced by private mints. So yeah, this is very similar to the Libertad. I believe I'm not the first person to show this type of medallion on YouTube. Salivate Metal showed a similar Singapore medallion in one of his older videos, and like earlier this year, he showed a Singapore medallion. Oh, that's also from the Lunar series, just like my dragon right here, except the Singapore gold medallion that Salivate Metal showed had a rabbit, while mine has a dragon. So yeah, Salivate Metal showed a rabbit, a Singapore lunar rabbit medallion in an older video, while my Singapore dragon is from the same series as the one that Salivate showed, except mine's a dragon.